A lot of men have gotten mad at me because I keep telling people to stop telling women to stop chasing their dreams. Like, I'm telling you, like, hate comments that were really mean and very hurtful, but they didn't do nothing to me. See, here's the thing. When it comes to me creating content, I create content to help women feel empowered, inspired, and to finally take action. Most men don't have that problem. A lot of men come from a place of taking risks, like little boys, especially in the classroom, because I used to be a teacher in the classroom. They are so willing to take a risk more than young girls. And so we live with that younger version in us all of the time. And so I try to empower women to take a chance on themselves, trust themselves, create content, especially on platforms like YouTube, so that way you can cultivate a community of followers that are waiting for your content. Now, this has stirred up and agitated a lot of men when it comes to my content, which is interesting to me. I'm creating content for women, but it's agitating the men. And I ask like a lot of the men in my life, like, why would men get so angry about content that I'm creating for women? And all of us kind of shared the same thing of just like, no one likes to feel excluded. And I hear that. But to me, all strategies work. Whether you're a man listening to my content or a woman, all of it works. If you're a person who allows fear to dictate not taking action and being paralyzed by your own fear, then my content will work. So for me, yes, my target audience is women because I know what it's like to always please everyone else and do everything for everyone else and never do something that I wanted to do, especially when I was scared to doing because I didn't have people pushing me saying, hey, take a risk on you, trust yourself. I mean, I did, but you understand where I'm going with this. I just refused to listen. I wanted to be that person for someone else, but like I have always said in all of my videos, all strategies work. The man who is hesitant, who's scared of being on camera, who doesn't want to do all the things that are hard anymore and doesn't care to hustle. So for me, it's like I'm agitating something that someone else is not giving themselves permission to do. When you have people who say, oh, go exercise or shut up and let me do what I want, it's all projection of within themselves because I've had those comments. Here's a few screenshots just to prove my point. And this is why I encourage women, like, despite what anyone says, you got to be detached from what other people comment. And if they take the time out to say these mean things, like, there's a lot of hurt going on within themselves. One thing I've learned is just that all people tend to hold on to pain and hurt. And so when you agitate and you protrude through their darkness, it can stir up something in them that they don't want to feel. I've done it to my family plenty of times. In my honest opinion, and mind you, there's no evidence to back up my opinion, but I see way more men creators than I do female content creators. Now, female content creators, in my opinion, have dominated the short form content. But YouTube is a place where a lot of male content creators and YouTubers dominate the platform. And to be honest, I feel like women bring such a nurturing aspect and a very softness to how they create content that can inspire male content creators as well. I've also inspired my own husband to start creating content because he wants to start his own YouTube channel too. So when women are able to be that inspiration and influence, we can impact men in our lives too, to be more creative because they're taught to be more strategic. This is why my content agitates a lot of men sometimes. It's just because no one's giving them permission to sit here and be creative, feel, or do things just because they like it. I tell my husband all the time, like, do things you love. If you love creating content, do it. If you love doing those RC cars, do it. And he's listened and not listened. But either way, it's just, that's the power of a woman. We create the pleasures of life and remind people to be in their feminine power, be in their feminine energy, because men and women have both. We're just stronger in one aspect over the other based on our gender. So I understand that sometimes you can agitate someone, and I'm okay with that. It's part of the content and the journey that I do here on all types of platforms, especially on YouTube. So I encourage you to understand that the content you create might agitate a different type of audience. But to be honest, it also can influence that same type of audience that you're not even trying to target. Focus on the person that you want to talk to and create content for, and allow that to be the blooming aspect of why you continue to create content. And if you need help getting monetized, optimizing your channel, getting found in search on YouTube and maybe Google, and then being able to inspire and influence millions of people, because that's what I was able to do with my other YouTube channel. I have a free training on my page just for you. I would love to teach you all the things that I was able to do with my other channel by attracting 31,000 subscribers and over 2 million views on the lifetime of my channel. And how to do it in a very feminine way, in a creative way that's soft and easy. And you don't have to be a man just to do that too. There are some men who are in their soft guy era. So if you're interested, feel free to check out the training on my page, and I hope to see you there.